The Sith have gone through many drastic changes over thousands of years, constantly adapting to serve their purpose of gaining power, but always practicing and being fueled by the power of the dark side of the Force. Originally, the Sith were not an order or a philosophy, but a race. The original Sith were known as Sith purebloods and were extremely Force sensitive. The culture of the Sith purebloods was largely divided, as even then, the strong ruled over the weak. Even before the formation of the Jedi Order, the Sith discovered the darkness and fully adopted it into tradition. This pursuit of the dark side of the Force bound the species together as they fell under the influence of the dark side. We take what we desire because we can. We can because we have power. We have power because we are Sith. Eventually, one Sith rose above the rest, known as King Adis, truly bringing his people together as they united under one Sith Lord they called the Sith Ari. The title of Sith Ari would later be claimed thousands of years later by the Sith Lord, Darth Bane. King Adis used the dark side of the Force to extend his life, ruling over the Sith homeworld of Korriban for hundreds of years, until one day the evil Rakata Empire invaded the Sith homeworld. Although both cultures worshipped the dark side, a plot was discovered by the Sith that revealed the Rakata Empire intended to enslave their species. King Adis did not stand for this, as he, as well as his people, raised arms against the Rakata. Eventually, due to the combined effort of the Sith, they drove the Rakata not only out of Korriban, but Sith space entirely. However, the ensuing war resulted in the death of King Adis. The death of the Sith Ari then caused a civil war of the species, as each Sith attempted their grab for power. Because of this, the Sith became brutal and uncivilized once again. Because of the endless wars, much of Korriban was destroyed, and many Sith chose to escape to the planet of Ziost. During this time, the Jedi Order was also established after a war between the Servants of the Light and Dark on the Jedi homeworld of Tython. Thousands of years later, the Jedi experienced a great schism within their order, as some of the members delved into the lore and power of the dark side. This resulted in a large-scale war within the Order that would wage for 100 years. After much bloodshed, the Jedi exiled their fallen brothers and sisters into unknown space, not wishing to execute them, but realizing they could not remain. The purpose of their exile was to contemplate their mistakes and hopefully one day return to the Order. However, because of their banishment, a different flame was lit within the fallen Jedi's hearts, one of rage and hatred for the Order they had once served. This hatred was the very beginning of a rivalry that would echo through the generations. The fallen Jedi eventually stumbled upon the Sith homeworld of Korriban, venturing down to the planet to witness the extremely primitive yet powerful race of Sith. The Dark Jedi then decided to conquer the planet, seeing the Sith purebloods as the perfect opportunity to construct an order powerful enough to be used to one day destroy the Republic and Jedi. Over time, the Dark Jedi too took on the title of Sith Lord, melding with the culture of the Sith purebloods. For thousands of years, the Sith flourished, giving birth to some of the most powerful Sith Lords in galactic history, such as Tula Kord, acclaimed as a legendary duelist, and Marka Ragnos. However, infighting within the Sith Order still remained, as each time a Dark Lord rose, another Sith desired to overthrow them, resulting in only the strongest reigning. If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself, and weaken them. It is the internal struggles when fought and won on their own that yield the strongest rewards. If you care for others, then dispense with pity and sacrifice, and recognize the value in letting them fight their own battles. Following the death of Marka Ragnos, two Sith claimed the title of Dark Lord, Naga Sadow and Ludo Kresh. Because of this, an intense rivalry was sparked between the two, only being quelled when two mysterious travelers found themselves on the planet of Ziost. The travelers were then quickly apprehended, and for the time, the rivalry ceased. It was then discovered the travelers were from the Republic, and Sadow saw a golden opportunity to rise as the sole Lord of the Sith. Sadow used the explorers to stage a Republic attack, causing him to be elected by the Sith Council as the Dark Lord. All agreed that Sadow would become the Sith Ari, with the exception of Kresh, who fled the planet with his followers. Eventually, both Sadow and Kresh would find themselves in a heated space battle, where Kresh would realize his imminent defeat, choosing to fake his own death and retreat to fight another day. After this crucial victory, the Sith Order, now united under Naga Sadow, invaded Republic space, determined to wipe it from the face of the star maps. Sadow used the ancient ability of battle meditation to bolster the morale of his Sith followers, as they maliciously attacked the unsuspecting Republic. Due to the Republic being ill-prepared for an invasion of such magnitude, the Sith ran rampant over Republic space, conquering many worlds for their own. However, not all members of the Republic were unprepared, as a powerful leader known as Empress Tita defeated the attacking Sith and eventually drove them back to Korriban. Once returning to Korriban, Sadow discovered while he had been out waging war against the Republic, Ludo Kresh had returned and seized control of the planet. The resulting battle between the two ended in the death of thousands. Seeing the battle was nearly lost, Sadow ordered one of his main ships to ram the flagship of Kresh in a suicidal mission which resulted in the death of Sadow's longtime rival, Ludo Kresh. However, the victory was short-lived, as it was swiftly discovered Empress Tita had pursued Sadow back to Korriban. Utterly outmatched, Sadow was forced to retreat to Yavin 4 as he watched the once mighty Sith Empire crumble over the boot heel of the Republic. Completely disheartened, Sadow placed himself in stasis as the remaining Sith fled or struggled to rebuild on Yavin. Years later, though, the fire that had once burned so bright within the Order of the Sith would be rekindled as the fallen Jedi prodigy Frida Nad would fall to the dark side, in large part bringing the Order of the Sith back to prominence and increasing the hatred of the Jedi Order. So that is the story of the first Sith, and how they grew to utterly despise both the Republic and Jedi, as well as some of the most notable events in the history of the early Sith Order. So tell me how you feel about this. Do you like the way the Sith originated, or would you change it? If you have any other lore topics or questions you want answered, do not hesitate to tweet them at me at Stupendous Wave on Twitter, or leave a comment and I will try my best to answer or make a full video dedicated to your topic. Thanks for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.